Intense practice yields great results. You are in a period of learning. Right now, it's like you know that you have to put the time and effort into cultivating new skills. I have a feeling that you're worried that you're not doing enough. It feels like in the periods when you're called to rest, you worry that you're not progressing because you're at a standstill, when in reality, sometimes you're learning the skill of patience. There are many different things you need to cultivate in order to reach the success you desire. A lot of that looks like financial literacy, soft skills, learning to communicate better, learning to be collaborative, and not only that, but be a leader, like exhibit leadership qualities in the teams that you collaborate with. But a lot of the times we underestimate the skill of patience. When we are able to be in situations that make us want to act impulsively or recklessly, to take that extra second to really sit with that feeling of impulsiveness and choose not to react, choose to be still in those moments, that is a skill that a lot of people overlook. It's a blessing to know that you could be explosive and choose peace anyway. Cultivating a well-rounded personality brings fearlessness. I have a feeling that you were probably very scared. You were feeling a very intense, scared feeling recently. This could be something that you vocalize or something that you internalize, but either way, that scared feeling is just fear. It's like, you know the sayings, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. That fear that you're holding inside of you is the enemy. It's the lies that we have, that we're not good enough, we're not doing enough, we're falling behind. Those are all lies. Those are all false illusions that come up from comparison to like external forces. When we're able to reflect on our own journey and be like, I've come so far, like I've gone through this and that, it's made me a better person. I've been able to upgrade my relationship with myself and really understand who I am as a person. There's not, like, you don't fear what's meant for you. You just know that what's meant for you can never miss you. And then once you have that understanding, the fear that you have that it's not working out becomes like less of an issue in your day-to-day activities. It's like you don't decide not to post that thing because you're scared about how it's going to make you look. You do it anyway because you don't really care. You're not afraid of being perceived as much as you used to be. Like, you know that what you have to offer is unique and different from anything anybody else has, and you're not afraid to stand out and be that difference in the world. if you're feeling called to extend your awareness to the energetic edges or boundaries of the universe, just know that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. You are the expansion that you seek. And by going within and realizing that just by being who you are reaching those new levels. You are coming closer to the edge of a new beginning. And I feel like you understand that the new beginnings are the other side of an ending. Like you know the importance of endings because that brings new beginnings. When you release something, you cultivate space for new stuff to come in. You aren't afraid to let go because you know the power of surrender. You understand that there's something, like if you don't get what you want, it's because something better is on its way. The universe is like, it's never going to give you what you can't handle. It will always give you something that is for your overall expansion. Like the tough times you're probably experiencing right now is just for your growth. Like we all know that there's no growth without uncomfortability. And sometimes the battles that we fight are painful. Like they're unbearable to some degree. Like some people are fighting battles that you could never compare. You could never compare your battles to somebody else because only you know the pain that your circumstances could bring you. And it's not to say I'm in more pain than you, so I need to be treated this certain way because my pain is worse than your pain. It's to share the pain, share in the pain. We all know that we're experiencing pain to some degree. It's not to be my degree of pain is worse than your degree. It's to come together in that pain and be like, we're experiencing pain. Let's collectively hold space for the pain that we're feeling. Let's collectively give each other and ourselves grace as we navigate through this pain. Let's be here for one another in this time of hurt and grievance. Like we just need to, we all know that it's about coming together. Like obviously we're living in a society where individualism is very much so the norm, and we can't necessarily escape the societal expectations placed on us. However, we can look at them and acknowledge them for what they are and then choose where to go from there. If we know that we are living in an individualistic society, what are we going to do? What choice are we going to make to cultivate community? We have to consciously choose to cultivate community. And that can just be, we could start out small, of course. Like we can cultivate just one friendship. Once we have that one friendship, we can move on and be like, okay, what else could I possibly add into my secure relationship right here to advance and expand on my community and my sanctuary? Like how can I create a space where I am happy with and feel secure with the people I surround myself around? Death is only a door. Choose the door leading to the light. So I've recently experienced a death in my family, and it's been jarring to say the least because I just cannot, like, it was, I honestly don't feel that prepared to talk about it, but I just know that the pain some of my family members are experiencing is pain that is my own. Like, I could not even fathom losing a sibling. Like, I know that lots of people have experienced this, and this is likely something I could possibly experience at any moment, but that is just so heartbreaking to me. So to put myself in the shoes of another person close to me who is going through that pain, it just makes me want to transmute this pain into something beautiful. It makes me want to speak up on the pain that we are all collectively experiencing. Not everybody has to have a loved one die to experience great pain. And I know that a lot of us in this life are experiencing terrible heartache. And I feel like if we remember that death, literally and symbolically, is a doorway, similar to what I said before about endings being new beginnings disguised. It's like you walk through the door of death into the newest version of yourself. We all know that the end is a segue to the beginning. That's why there's sequels. That's why there's sunsets and sunrises. That's why we have the seasons. Like, everything is changing and evolving from one thing to the other. So when there's a death, once we move on from one thing to another thing, we just know that what was is not. It's like, let me really think about this because I want to be able to explain this in a way that's understood. Leaving behind and, like, closing the door on a chapter